is the men's 800 meters. Take a look at the championship record. Donovan Brazier, also now the American record holder in his 1 year there at Texas A&M. Plenty of good racers in this one. Brandon Miller from Texas A&M, who won the West prelims by beating Isaiah Jewett. The school famous for sprinters, Isaiah Jewett. He brings some Hollywood to the two-lapper in the 800. He got sunglasses, and well, what he also brings is full effort every time.
But I knew that every time I was going to step on the line, I was going to give everything I had. And I think that was my overall goal, just to step on the line and not be afraid of what might happen or what could happen. Just give every single ounce of what I have.
Days when you had a 20-meter lead and you thought to yourself, oh, I'm just going to make sure I look good in the home stretch for the pictures. Wow, that's dominance of your conference.
It really teaches me to enjoy the moment and really savor this time we're in, because it's not going to be another time like this, because, you know, there's no time like the present. But I'm just super blessed to be here and be able to compete for one last time as a USC athlete.
We're going to fight every inch, every time, every jump, every throw. We are going to give everything we have to show them who USC is. I want everybody, regardless of prelim or final, we're fighting to the end. We're going to show them how to fight on. Students, and fight on. Fight on three. Fight on me. 1, 2, 3.
All about the badge for that young man right there. He broke the Pac-12 meet record, beating Charlie Hunter and Cole Hocker in the 800 meters on his home turf. See, he wears the C as captain. Been an inspirational force for a lot of his teammates this season. But he's going to have his hands full today. Loaded field here in the men's 800 meters. Going to have to get past this guy, Charlie Hunter, the NCAA indoor champion. He was an easy semifinal heat winner, Dwight. He probably was able to take it easy. He probably won his heat easier than the other guys.
If Oregon has any real designs on winning this team title, Charlie Hunter must win this race. No LSU entry here. He's seen his freshman teammate Cole Hocker win the 1500 meters. There are the lane assignments. Hunter in the middle of the track in lane 4. Jewett in lane number 2. Jewett with the collegiate leader off that Pac-12 victory just a month ago. Hunter, of course, will have the crowd, which is substantial, all things considered.
Isaiah Jewett did run a leg on that 4x4. So Charlie Hunter, I think, would be a little bit fresher than he is, but got to keep an eye on Festus Legat there from Iowa State. Yusuf Bizamana from Texas in the race here as well. 2 competitors from Texas. Creighton Carrozza, I got a chance to speak to him and his dad the other night. But Isaiah Jewett, he's a front runner. A couple of front runners in this group, though. Brandon Miller of Texas A&M and Jewett both like to be out front.
There is Brandon Miller, the next generation of half-milers at Pat Henry's Texas A&M. They call them their marks.
Stand up. Stand up, please.
And back them off. Charlie Hunter in lane 4 for Oregon. Hails from Gosford, Australia. Number 4 on this year's collegiate list.
On your mark.
Stand their lanes through this first turn, then break for the pole on the backstretch. Miller on the inside, then Jewett, Festus Legat, Charlie Hunter, Bizamana, Strike, McClear, Brown, and Carrozza are the 9 finalists. 8 score. And Brandon Miller, as expected, goes to the front. And Isaiah Jewett right there behind him. Charlie Hunter mid-pack. And we've seen him run well from anywhere in the pack, including during indoor season.
Well, keep your eye on the young man in the red uniform in 5th position. That's your NCAA 800-meter indoor runner-up, Finley McClear. He was absolutely devastated when it was announced that Charlie Hunter was the indoor champion. It was so tight.
50.93 shared by Jewett and Miller. Jewett now takes the lead in earnest, and they've developed quite the gap here. McClear is probably 8 to 9 meters back of the top two. And Charlie Hunter well back off the pace. He's going to have to mount some kind of a kick in order to get reconnected.
Well, Isaiah Jewett is hurting here with about 200 meters to go. You saw him just grimace, but he does a really good job when he's tired of just continuing to move his arms. And remember, Dwight, USC has never had a national champion in the 800 meters.
Brandon Miller says, I'm not done here. I'm a freshman. It's my first national championship outdoors, but I'm not going to just give it to you. It's Jewett on the inside in the all-gold for Southern Cal. Brandon Miller just can't make a dent in that lead. Jewett's going to win it. Miller's second. Here comes Charlie Hunter to grab third. So he comes from almost nowhere and ends up getting 6th for the Ducks, but I'm pretty sure that's just not going to be enough for them to catch LSU. But Isaiah Jewett is your national champion, 144.68. That is a lifetime best for the Trojan senior. Number 8 all-time amongst collegians.
And I'll tell you, it's easy to criticize front runners from time to time and think, you know what, they've got to change up their strategy from time, you know, at some point. But Isaiah Jewett, this is the way he's been running this race all season long. This is exactly how he won the Pac-12 title. Took it away from Charlie Hunter and Cole Hawker. Is he just challenges himself. At the 300-meter mark, he just put his head down and said, I am going to go and go as hard as he can. And he said, if anybody's going to beat me, they're going to have to hurt to do it. Brandon Miller gave it a good run, but he was definitely hurting. Jewett, looking up at the big screen, Dwight, he comes through. What a time for a big personal best. Big win for the Trojans.
So 10 points for the Trojans in that 800, 6 points for the Ducks. But everything would have to go exactly right. LSU would have to fall apart, and the Ducks would have to score its maximum points with their remaining athletes. Here are the final results. Isaiah Jewett with a lifetime best in the biggest meet of the year for the senior, his last collegiate meet. Brandon Miller, the freshman, an outstanding performance in second. Charlie Hunter finishing third for the Ducks. Here's the finishing stretch for Isaiah Jewett, the number 4 time in meet history, and the first title for USC in the 800 meters, and he's downstairs with John.
Isaiah Jewett, so many national championships, so much history at USC, but you're the first guy in that school ever to win the 800. What does that mean when you let it wash over you?
Oh man, it means the world. All my teammates, they pushed me in practice. My mom kept me focused.
Am I setting it up or
my whole family they believed in me. And I think this was a true test to show that.
I watched the West region, and it looked just like this with you and Brandon out in front of everybody, except the order was reversed.
Yeah.
What'd you do to reverse the order?
Actually, Brandon's a great competitor. I just kept fighting. I know he's a fighter, so I had to fight him back.
Did you have any spot where you knew you had it won?
I think, no. I was fighting to the end. I gave everything I had, and I'm super happy.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do at UC, right? Fight on?
Yeah, fight on, keep the shield in front.
All right, and now you've got a 4x4. What do we do between this interview and that race?
Just recover, get ready, and refocus.
And you tell me, you assure me you will be the anchor leg.
I'll assure you,
There's no shot you're the first guy out.
Yeah, no.
Not second.
Not
third.
No.
You're the anchor leg. Dwight, we've got one guy in the order for USC set. Back up to you.
Mom.
Good, because we always have trouble with those orders, John. That's very nice.